In the break room with TWU Local 555, I'm Eric Peterson, Communications Director, Chair of the Communications Committee, and today we are in the President's office. President Abilio Villaverde, welcome.
Thank you.
You know, we are a local, but we are governed by an international body. Like any representative republic, there has to be a time where you get the members, or in this case, the delegates, together to make the decisions of a larger union. And that is why today we are talking about the 27th Convention for the Transport Workers Union.
Yes.
And when is this happening?
You'll be traveling to Las Vegas on September 14th. So the convention's September 15th through the 19th.
And the main purpose of a constitutional convention?
Is to gather all the locals, and that's where we elect our union leadership. The current officers, they have 4 years, and every 4 years we convene the convention. And now the officers that are currently in place, their positions are up for grabs, and that's where we elect all the delegates from all TWU unions, our new leadership.
So to put it in perspective, if you look at national politics, the Republicans and the Democrats get together. They take all the candidates that are running in the primaries, and the delegates from each state choose who they want to be their nominee to run for president of the United States, one for Democrat, one for Republican. This is essentially the same thing, but for the leadership of the Transport Workers Union International.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
So if we're talking about those delegates, would you be a delegate?
Yes, all the board, they are delegates. And then we will have about 45 delegates for our local besides the board. We have 9 districts, so that'll be 5 members per district.
And what would be the specific responsibilities of a delegate at an international convention?
Well, first, you're going to appear every day. There's a lot of events. You'll vote on any voting matters, resolutions. There's committees that we can participate in, resolutions committee, an appeals committee. All those committees are up to be joined and delegated. And again, you're helping to vote for the either current leadership that you want them to go forward and continue on, or new leadership. But your vote matters, and that's where all of us come together. And we also fulfill any solidarity requests.
So let's jump back to the solidarity requests in a minute. I want to get back to the actual portion where you are a voting delegate. There are officers who are running for these elections. Some are incumbent, some are not. As a delegate, if I'm there, do I get some FaceTime? Will I be able to see these people campaign and see what they have planned for the future of the international and how they plan on treating our local and other locals moving forward?
Yes. Yeah, I've been to 2 conventions already, and I remember at the last convention, no one ran against the current incumbents. The one prior to that, there was people that were running for different positions, and they were definitely canvassing the floor and pulling people aside. Hey, this is why I'm running. This is why I like your support. There was definitely a lot of that.
Okay, and then you talked about some of the panel discussions that go on. What would be some examples of those?
So they have different inspirational leaders. People from other presidents from other international unions will come speak. Sometimes there's people like currently in politics, governors, senators, usually Liz Schuler from the AFL-CIO. She spoke at the last one. I'm hoping she'll be at this one. One of the last ones, which was amazing, was one of the first female fighter pilots. She gave her story. I believe she's in the Thunderbirds, and it was very inspirational just for women that were in the crowd, but just for anybody to see, the things that she had to overcome and get to where it's a lot of inspirational things. Get your mind thinking.
You spoke to some specific solidarity, for lack of a better term, sis boom, rah, rah, rah opportunities that are at these conventions. What would something like that be?
At the last convention, there was a local that was in New York. They were having a hard time through contract negotiations, and they were asking for support. Anybody that could be in New York, help with the pickets, help with the social media campaign, to push that employer to get back to the table and negotiate a fair contract. So there's a lot of that. If there are locals that are struggling with their employers to negotiate in good faith, then we come together as one big union and try to help each other.
Let's talk about the role of a delegate while they're there. They will attend the meetings. They can attend panel sessions. I assume those are voluntary. Some of them, main hall meetings, are probably not voluntary.
Correct. Throughout the day, they'll have different breakout sessions if you're on committees, and you'll leave the main hall, as you say. and you'll go attend those meetings. But otherwise, the expectation is that when the day starts in the main hall, you're there until the day ends.
What about the logistics if one wants to become a delegate?
Ballots will go out. The 5 people in each district that will get nominated, they will run against each other. So everyone in District 9 that puts in to be a delegate, they're only running against people in District 9. We will probably also select a couple of alternates in case someone needs to back out, plans change, medical, what have you. And then you'll be given must-ride union business travel, so you will not be standby. Again, it's at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. The lodging is covered by the local. The meals are covered by the local, and your 8-hour shifts and or lost time will be covered as well.
But it is Las Vegas, it is Caesar's Palace, but it's not all fun and games. There's lots of business to be done.
Yeah, at night, they throw different events, food and in different areas of Caesar's Palace. There could be like an Irish band or something near the pool area that they usually have. And they have some kind of games out there, people to relax and just network. But during the day, that is where the very serious part of taking your business as a delegate very serious.
Take us back to your very first convention. What did you take away from that?
It is very inspirational, the 2 times that I've been there, just to see all of the TWU locals. Like, we see our members all the time. We deal with 556 because we work for the same employer, but you can see the railroad guys, the transit guys, the other airline people, and you hear and you see about some of the same struggles that you deal with that they're also dealing with. And you're not alone. And then you talk together about how they overcame some of those things, and maybe some of those ideas can help you or help them. And I think, just seeing a meeting and networking is very, very important, and just standing together as one.
An excellent opportunity to expand your toolbox to be able to go back to your station and best represent your members.
Yes.
But it doesn't just have to be a representative or an alternate or a safety rep that can run to be a delegate. It can be a rank and file member who wants to see change and wants to make change.
Yeah, I think in the past it's been mostly reps, which is great. It's 2 conventions now that I've been, and it's been a lot of the similar people. I've been talking about this convention coming up, especially after the rep election and some of the stations that I've been to, and people didn't even know we had a convention. It's a fantastic opportunity. And again, you don't have to be a rep. You can be just a rank and file member in good standing and attend.
And the dates again?
September 15th through the 19th.
Yeah, Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas.
Yes.
All right. We'll keep an eye out for those communications that come out from this local. Remember, this is someone's opportunity to be able to make change within your union, stand up with your entire Transport Workers Union International. One real quick question: is the number of delegates based on the number of members in each local?
Yes.
So we will have a very strong representation in Las Vegas.
We will. 59 of us.
59 of us. Abilio Villaverde, president of TWU Local 555. Thank you so much for coming in the break room, or in this case, your office.
Thank you for having me.